Ines Kljakovic found herself on one of the busiest train stations in Tokyo during rush hour when the first tremor of Friday's earthquake hit. She then witnessed what she describes as a human stampede. She managed to escape to safety, then walked more than 10 miles to get home. Ines joins us via the phone, safe and sound from Tokyo. Ines, good evening to you. How are you?
Good evening. I am doing well, safe and sound, as you put it.
I was going to ask you, it's been more than 24 hours now since the earthquake hit. When you think about what you went through in the past day, what's the first thing that goes through your mind?
Well, to be honest, I'm really thankful for the outstanding construction standards in Tokyo. If it wasn't for that, I'm afraid that things would have been a lot worse for everyone in Japan, actually in Tokyo specifically. So that's the #1 consideration.
I see. Well, let me do this. Let's go back to yesterday. You're at Shibuya Station, one of the busiest train stations in Tokyo, when you feel this tremor. What did you see? What did you feel?
Okay, well, first of all, I heard the screams. In fact, I think I heard the screams before I actually felt the ground shake and the tremor. I heard the people screaming. Then I started feeling that literally the floor was moving. It felt like liquid, in fact. And then thousands of people were coming in from all directions. They were actually trying to run up the escalators, stairs, the corridors, coming from so many directions and more than I can really describe, because it is the station where more than 13 different commuter train lines cross. So the sheer number of people running towards the various exits to the ground level reminded me of a river gone mad. It was absolutely insane.
I can imagine. You also call it a human stampede. How did you get out of it?
Well, it was really, I had no choice. I was actually being pushed by the stream of people behind me, and everybody was obviously trying to get to the street level, up the stairs and escalators. I think I was 3 or 4 levels underground when it hit, and then obviously as soon as I got up on the street level, I saw that the crowds were already really something else. I mean, the number of people I cannot describe. And as soon as I composed myself, more or less, I found a place to stand. I took out my camera and tried to film.
Yeah, that's really impressive that you did that, given everything that was going on. What was scarier to you, the crowds or the tremors?
To be honest, the thing is, the crowds are a fact of life in Tokyo, okay? But the Japanese are so incredibly well-behaved, and they tend to make no noise in public spaces whatsoever. So basically, when I heard the screaming, I knew something was terribly wrong. I think that I heard the screaming before. I felt the ground move, and that was a sign that something bad happened.
Yeah, you walked home?
At least that's how I remember it. I mean, it's really difficult to tell right now.
Yeah, Ines, you walked home?
I walked home, yes.
10 miles. Well, how long did it take you?
To be honest, the earthquake hit at 2:45 in the afternoon. I arrived home sometime after 11 at night. But it wasn't just the walking, because it was actually very difficult to walk some streets because of the traffic and the congestion, and people were asking for help, and they were actually approaching me as well, offering help. So there was a lot of communication, interaction with various people, from police officers to just, passers-by. So basically that took a long time. And also the phone lines were down. Yeah. So there was no really way of knowing which way is the best or the quickest route through Tokyo, because I have only been here really 3 weeks. So.
I got only 3 weeks. You're going to stay for a while? You're going to go home?
Everybody's telling me it's time to head back, but no, I'm going to stay a while.
All right. Ines Kljakovic, we really appreciate you joining us today. We're glad you're safe, and you take care of yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.